In this video, we are going to look at how to draw a line graph. So we have the table below shows the pass rate for math over a 5-year period. We want to draw a line graph to show the information. So here I have my categories, which are the years. So we have 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Here we have the pass rate, which is 55% pass in 2019, 43% pass in 2020, and so on. So before I draw my line graph, first I must number and label my Y and X axis. So I'll be putting the year on the X axis and the pass rate on the Y axis. Okay, so here I have my labels, the pass rate and the year. Now for the numbering. So my max pass rate is 70%. So that means that will be the highest thing I need to go up to on the Y axis. So looking at the spacing here, I can count in tens every 2 centimeters. So that'll be 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on the Y axis. Okay, so starting at 0 here, this block here is a 1 centimeter block. So this will be 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. Next 2 centimeters, another 10 units. So that's 10 and 10 is 20. Next 2 centimeters, another 10 units. So 20 and 10 is 30. And so on until we reach up to 70. Of course, I'll draw a line for my Y-axis and also a line for my X-axis. So here I have my categories from 2019 to 2023. Now, we usually use a line graph to look at patterns and trends over time. So I wouldn't look at the years in terms of categories, but I'll look at it in terms of sequential order. So 2019 followed by 2020 followed by 2021. Now let's say I had jumped to 2023 and then 2024 and I didn't have 2022. I'd still have to put in the 2022 and put 0 for 2022. So I'll start with my first year 2019 and I'll put these years 2 centimeters apart. So here seeing that from the Y-axis 2 centimeters away I put the 2019. Then 2 centimeters away I'm going to put the 2020. And I'm going to continue with this pattern. So 2 centimeters away, I'm going to put 2021, then 2 centimeters away, 2022, and 2023. So now that I have the axes labeled and numbered, it's time to draw a line graph. So looking at 2019, we have 55%. So that means we're coming on 2019, and we're going all the way up to 55. So here's 50. So halfway in between 50 and 60 will be 55. So I'm going on 2019 and I'm going all the way up to 55 and I'm just going to make a little X here to plot our point. Like that. Then I'm going to come to 2020 and go up to 43. So I'll have 40% here and each little block will be 1%. So 41, 42, 43%. And now I'll just go all the way across to 2020. And make an X like this. Or you could have come on the 2020 line and just go up like this, look across and see 40 is here, and then count 1, 2, 3 and make an X. All right, 2021 going up to 70%. So 2021, come on the line for 2021, go all the way up to 70 and make your X on that point. Then we're going to go to 2022, going up to 35. So 2022, coming all the way up to 30 here, and then here will be 35. And we make our X. And then 2023, we're going up to 48. So we come here on the line for 2023, go all the way up to 40. Then here will be 45. And then we can count 46, 47, 48. So now what we'll do is take our ruler and connect these points using straight lines. So I'm going to connect this point to this point with a straight line. And then we're going to come up to this point up here with a straight line. Then we're going to come down like this. And then we're going to go up back to this point here. And now this would be a line graph. Of course, we need a title. So axes labeled and numbered, but to complete the line graph, we always need a title. Well, any chart in statistics, we always need a title. So here we have our title, line graph showing the pass rate for math from 2019 to 2023. So as I mentioned before, a line graph is used to look at patterns and trends over a period of time. So usually with a line graph, we're dealing with time on the x-axis. Therefore, the years have to come in sequential order. And if a year was missing on the table, let's say we left out the 2021 and we just had 2019, 2020, and we just jumped to 2022 and 2023, and this was missing, we still have to put the 2021 on the line graph because the years must go in sequential order. Now, I mentioned that the line graph is used to look at patterns or trends over a period of time. So let's talk about those trends or patterns. Now, the pattern that we have here, you see how we're going down and then going up, then down again and then up. This is what you call fluctuating. So if we had to analyze this fluctuating pattern, we'll have to take it in stages. So first we'll have to deal with this portion here that the line is going downwards, and that's a decreasing trend. You can say it's going downwards. You can use the word decline, even the word plummet. All right. And then from here to here it's going up. So this is an increasing trend. So you can say rise, rocket, go up, climb. All these are words that you can use to describe this portion of the graph. Likewise, we could be declining here again. So decreasing trend, and here's increasing again. So we have to take it in stages to describe this fluctuating pattern. But we must state that it's a fluctuating pattern or fluctuating trend, and then go to analyze the portions that are decreasing and also increasing. So I just wanted to look at the increasing and decreasing trends separately. So as you go from left to right on the x-axis, if the line is going upwards, that's an increasing trend. And as you go from left to right on the x-axis, if the line goes downwards, that's a decreasing trend. And of course, if you have a pattern like this where it goes down and then up and then down and then up, that's a fluctuating trend. All right, so let's highlight here that this is a fluctuating trend. Now, one more trend I'd like to look at is the horizontal line. So if you have a horizontal line, we can describe that by saying remain steady, remain constant, or remain stable. Now, before we go, I'd just like to go through some vocabulary in terms of describing the increasing and decreasing trends. So verbs to describe an increasing trend, we can use the words rise, jump, grow, climb, rocket, go up, well, of course, increase. So that's for the increasing trend. Verbs to describe the decreasing trend, we can use fall, drop, decline, go down, plunge, plummet, decrease. Now, depending on the steepness of the line, say for the increasing trend, if it's a very steep line, we can say increase sharply. If it's sort of like a 45-degree line, we can say increase moderately. As a slight angle like this, we could just say increase slightly. And the same thing would apply to the decreasing trends. We could have decrease slightly, decrease moderately, and decrease sharply. So that would depend on the steepness of the gradient of the line. And that will bring us to the end of this video.